Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Check safety, check safety.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
It's been a long day for you.
This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey. 4 down.
2nd and 6. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. That one goes for 30 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
It's a party now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kyle Rudolph. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
You ain't doing nothing.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Bravo!
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 14, Rams 7.
Ready. 10 Tucson. 56.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Go!
They'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
65.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
50. Hey, pick your game up. Go!
And to give this time to the tailback. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Down. 90. Wolf. 61. Matchbox. Right. You don't want none.
Looking to throw. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. 39 yards there. A big one.
Here we go.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there. Turned it into a really nice game. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
You got 3 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. A good pickup there, 21 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Back to throw. Love to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Love. And he's going to go down again. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Love. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. That can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I
try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
56. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Ready to go.
Now they try the right side here. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. I got you, boy.
He'll get two on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A man who played on this very field for USC, Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Over the middle here to Rudolph. He got 29 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive
got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Levine Toilolo, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Touchdown, LA! 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return, as his guys are back within a single score.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake.
Go, run!
And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was that?
me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the